Welcome, Aquarius. Thank you so much for being here on my channel. This is CJ, and it is time for our December monthlies. Can you imagine already? Here we are. It is December 2022, and we're going to be channeling during the new moon here, new moon in Sag. It's a very expansive time with Jupiter in play, not only going direct, but also the ruler of Sagittarius, and this is Sagittarius season. And Jupiter is also in Mercury and Venus. So exciting times. Feels like breath, feels like a break, feels like hope, good fortune, abundance, all those things that Jupiter rules, right? Especially after this year. It's always amazing to me how we come to the time of the holidays and it just seems to take that moment of pause, but it's just setting us up for 2023, which is going to be an extraordinary shift for all of us. So we'll see those in the yearly readings, but for right now, you can thank or blame, whichever you prefer, Sagittarius for the reading style that we're doing. As I started into theirs first, since it's their birthday season, Spirit said past, present, future, and so therefore we're doing three cards that represent the past, present, and future. But first we're pulling a card from Spirit, a card from the oracles, and then we'll get into the major energy for your month here. Nurturing heart, mother, I am a protective spirit and reach out to all life with love and compassion. And I cannot recall which one of the fire signs had this, but look at that beautiful energy. So one, you may be very aligned with your divine feminine. You can also be a mother. Maybe healing some mother energies, any number of things, but you are a protective spirit, full of love and compassion, and that so aligns with your sign, Aquarius. Thank you, oracles. And here we have the midheaven, a pinnacle, something coming to a point. There is a highlight in your life occurring. Let's see what that is. Perhaps it is for some of you to become parents in some way, through adoption, through pregnancy, through however that may occur to you. And the reason I say this is the pinnacle is the midheaven, and it's number 9, and then the motherly heart is 10. 1 and 9 adding up to 10. Interesting. All right, so let's pull past, present, and future for our beautiful Aquarians. Remember, this is for Aquarius anywhere in your chart. Primarily Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Rising is also Ascendant. Also your North Node. However, it applies to any place. In particular, if you have, I would check during this month, Sagittarius, if you have Jupiter or Sagittarius placements. It's always good to check in the season sign to see how that energy correlates. It's highly, highly important that you use your own intuition, see how these cards relate to you in some way, shape, or form. And then also, if it does resonate, hit that like button for me, please. Thank you. And also, solstice coming up. And if you are a return viewer, you know I do the free read giveaways on the solstice and equinox readings, and that is for the subscribers only. I mean, I don't know how else to connect with you. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And also, just to explain, solstice to equinox is my 3-month reading. Where you may see 3-month reading from other tarot readers, I do it on the solstice and the equinox. Okay, here we go. Let's get into this past, present, future for our Aquarians. Asking for me to give it another go around here. This is the White Witch Tarot, and that did not shuffle at all. It is only Major Arcana. Beautiful deck, which I've had for a long time. Thank you. Past. That is just one. Okay. Uniquely illustrated. And I love it because it gives the big themes, since it's just the major arcana signs. Then we'll pull tarot and clarify. I'll also do a money and love reading at the end. patient with me while we work through these cards. This is the first, I took a break and cleansed everything again between the fire signs and the air signs, and you are the first reading post that in my, oh, and there they go. You're the first Justice and the Emperor. Wow, okay. So in the past, the High Priestess, connecting to your higher mind, your intuitive knowledge, your universal connection. The High Priestess can also have that divine feminine energy because it's so aligned with intuition. It could also be a time of learning, seeking out a spiritual teacher. You may have learned something is what I'm getting. You may have learned something or found something out. It could be about yourself, but it can also be about others. Now, when I say past, as we're in this talking about the month of December, so it could be something, depending on when you see this reading, it can be something shortly past, like recent past, or it could be 5 years ago. It could be even something you're recalling from a past lifetime, if you really want to get deep and freaky, right? So just remember that the past is... It could be a minute ago, or it could be lifetimes. It depends on how it relates to you. All right. Justice is the current energy around you. This is Libra, your sister air sign here represented. Something coming into balance for you, whether or not you're involved in some sort of justice career, or if you're also looking for justice with the governmental buildings, into law, contracts, anything, you know, when the justice comes out, it's about an agreement that was made that is more than just the casual, right? And therefore, sometimes we need universal justice, sometimes we need earthly justice, and that may depend on where you are as to what those type of justice forms are for you. When I say universal, there can be a karmic justice as well that is aligned with that. But we'll see what happens in the actual tarot as we pull this energy. But there is a balancing. It's a win-win. And when justice comes out in your reading, and you have the Emperor in the future here, it is generally a good sign. Now, Libra always brings the best for all. It will be fair and equitable. However, it feels like it is in your favor because you may have been the one that has brought forth the need for this justice in the first place, for you to have your truth heard, right? Okay. Now, we have the Emperor. Someone planning that future, planning that. The Emperor's Aries card. I get this great feeling of having empowerment, being planned. I keep feeling the word plan that keeps coming out of my mouth, but it's also about discipline and goal oriented and feeling empowered on the work that you've done. And perhaps it is this justice that's occurring in the current timeline in order for you to build that empire for yourself. Okay, let's get into the tarot, see what they want to say. Thank you, Spirit. Got a little bit of fire here. You got some air. You have some ether with the High Priestess. All right, Spirit. Past, present, future. Past, present, future for our Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. North Node. Any placements for December 2022, please? Also, if you're new for my channel, I rarely pick the cards. Thank you, Spirit. Six of Wands. Look at you with a victory here. You've overcome something in that higher mind of yours, whatever you were learning, aligning to, a practice, your intuition, something you might have known. I got the feeling I knew it, and now you're feeling victorious because you knew. There's something just, you know, internally told you your higher self was speaking to you. My point is that it sometimes will take a little bit long for my cards to come out because I wait for Spirit. Thank you. This is the one they want. Yeah, the Ten of Swords. Look at this. I love this. And I'll read the whole energy at the moment. I'm just showing you the cards, but I want to get back to this. There is something about you aligning with your higher self, your higher mind, spiritual mind, whether it was in meditation, energy work, something, and you had just a download, and now here you're being proven right about it. And notice this is Jupiter, right? We're under the influence of Jupiter in Leo. That's what this card is, got the energy of, to be victorious. Justified. Thank you, Spirit. Justified is more the word, with justice here and victory. And with the Ten of Swords, this is, the energy here that's coming out, which is totally about the fact that you're over this. You've carried this burden. It's been painful. You've had this worry. Wow, that's kind of a weird thing. I'm going to say it, because Spirit just gave it to me, but gaslighting, if that makes sense, that's kind of a weird word for me to use, but someone may have been making you think that you were wrong in some way, and you had this internal battle back and forth. Again, this isn't going to be for everybody, but it's a very specific message about knowing your truth, knowing you're right, having faith, even when others are trying to make you feel like that's not true. Wow, it's so unusual. However, here you go. You are now at the end of the cycle, because these 10 swords become the one. It becomes the ace, right? So the battle is over. Justice is here. You are justified is the word that came out. Now how... Oh, okay. Left side, mother side. Okay. Let's just get into some more of this. Ooh, alrighty. And in some cases, you may have been battling a mother figure who was trying to tell you the right way when you knew your way. You knew. Like, there's just something about you knowing. Thank you, Spirit. Wow, Four of Coins and the Devil. The Devil wanted to pop out in that when the Ten of Swords had flipped, but I was told pick up the Ten of Swords, and now here it is with the Emperor. This is feeling like you have... This is Capricorn energy coming out with coin energy, pentacles. And I always say this in defense of the devil in this regard, in tarot. Yes, it can be about this trapped, this addiction, this worry, this feeling like you're in your own personal hell, basically, that you cannot get out of it. Like, it's either addiction, it can be health issues, it can be, toxic relationships, a variety of different things. It can be self-sabotage in many ways. In other ways, it comes out in regard to Capricorn's light side, which is discipline, goal-oriented, fun, adventurous. You think about the Capricorn and the goat, right? We use the word goat, and a lot of people, it's the greatest of all time. But it's also about endurance and fortitude. And the goat that represents Capricorn is not an animal that gives up, goes on the rocky terrain, continues, and can escape quickly, right? There's just such tenacity. Thank you, that's the word. Tenacity. With the Emperor here, and the Four of Coins. So there's two ways to read this, and we'll get some more clarifiers. One is with the Emperor and the Devil and the Four of Coins, you in the future may be like, this is about me, this is about where I'm going, it's about my money, I'm building my empire, I could care less about anybody else. No empathy, you're driven, right? On the other side, it can feel a little bit like you've overcome. Now, it's not in the reverse, but when I came out, I felt like it was finally a time for you, and this is the opposite reading of this. It was finally a time that you have overcome any of these challenges, and you're now building this foundation, money in the bank. The Emperor energy is here to support you in building your empire, and you no longer feel this lack, or feeling trapped, or feeling like you don't have enough. So you can take that as it resonates with you as you move forward, but there is definitely a feeling of justification here. And because of the previous cards leading into this is where I'm getting whatever may have made you feel trapped, lonely, addicted, self-sabotaging in some way, codependent. I'm feeling like this is over, right? So, I mean, you could definitely read this in some multiple ways, but this is how I'm majorly feeling this. And it does feel a little bit like you're overcoming a divine feminine motherly energy. Yeah, look at this. There's a time of rest for you. A rest, a break, breath. Jupiter again. Look at Jupiter upon Jupiter. Notice the planetary symbol up there, right? Your swords energy, you know, you had that moment, you had that rest, you had that breath, you had that meditation that may have come through. Now, in the present energy, my gosh, Jupiter's everywhere. Look up at the corner again, guys. Jupiter. So here you have opportunities now. Now justice is serving you. 2, balance, right? But you have these opportunities that you're holding. A lot of times this can be about juggling, multitasking. How do I move forward? Making a choice and a decision. But I'm feeling Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. It is now in your Jupiter is now expanding the opportunities that are provided to you. So while you have the Emperor here in Aries and you have 2 cards with the energy of Capricorn, let's see what the next future energy holds for you. Well, you might have felt like you've been through it, but now you know. You find out in the current timeline or in the upcoming month that you were justified, is the word that they keep giving me. And justified in your actions, justified in your thoughts, just you know what, if people had been taking advantage of you, it all comes to light. And the opportunities start presenting themselves. And then you can begin to build yourself. Remember, this is a pinnacle. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Ace of Coins coming out. Ace of Coins there, being represented by Hercules and holding the pentacle there. But, oh my gosh, what a beautiful card. So this very well could be about your money, but it's about earthly material things. Okay, things that bring you stability and security. And the 4 of Coins is about money in the bank. It's about being charitable. It can be about holding on to a little bit, you know, being a little miserly. It can have that because you're afraid of losing it. But I'm not getting that. I'm feeling like you can now take the Emperor card and the 4 of Coins, leave any devil energy behind, but use the good energy about goal and discipline. And look at what the universe brings you. A beautiful gift of abundance. A new start. In things that bring you, as I said, abundance, earthly goods, home, cars, you know, jobs. I'm just feeling stability, like anchored. Lovely, lovely. All right, let's get this. Let's do a little clarifier here of each one of these, past, present, future. And remember, you can while the cards have come out in this way, it is highly, as I said, encouraged that you use your intuition. You may be in any one of these states because time is an illusion, right? We're only using it here as a reference, but time is an illusion, and you could be in your future mode and then the past comes up because we're all on different paths. That's why I always recommend you use your intuition and see how this places. And also for a monthly reading, you may also want to come back and check every week or so, a couple weeks at least, to see how things are lining up. Okay, look at you, Princess of Swords. Nice, Prince of Pentacles and Prince. Look at this princely energy coming here. This is wonderful because it shows that Prince, princess would be knight, actioning towards it, going toward what it is that you want, putting out the effort. Whereas the king and queen represent more of that achievement, and the royal suites that we have in the higher royal family pages, or the newness or the youngness. But I'm feeling, yeah. And what I like about this, it's gentler energy than while you're going into your rule. It's a structured, disciplined, planning kind of a thing, right? So here is the Princess of Swords along with the Four of Swords and the Victory and the High Priestess. And this was finding the truth, right? Getting that truth. Actually, no, they corrected me. This goes with justice. There's the Sword of Truth. And while she is not the goddess Athena, she is still an Amazonian warrior, as you see here. Sword at her side, but not raised. So allowing and receiving the truth and walking toward it, as opposed to clearing things out, right? You have the Prince of Pentacles here, which is just wonderful. Slow moving. But when it arrives, it brings that solid offer, that solid base, that solid beginning. This is that future energy. With the Three of Pentacles showing up here, that's something new, right? That is the new job, the new energy, the new person, the new money, however that represents for you. And you have the Ace of Coins and now the Prince of Pentacles, which represents coins. Beautiful energy for future. And here in the past, we have this absolutely lovely Prince of Cups. There could have been, now Pentacles, Capricorn to Virgo, Taurus. Swords, of course, you know, your energy, Gemini or Libra. And then here with the Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. What I love about this in the High Priestess mode, Cups are intuitive, right? Cups are using the water energy, the moon energy, higher mind energy to find what they truly want, what they truly love, tapping into not only universal intuition, but the heart energy. This is a sweet soul, should it be a person in your life from this deck. Prince of Cups can be very much of a player, because they love to be in love. They're adventurous. They, you know, it's always about fun. Could mess around with your heart. But in this deck, this is about a gentle soul holding the Ace of Cups. But before he fills the cup, he allows the horse to drink first. So oftentimes in tarot, it's very easy to just repeat what you've seen in majority of the cards. But what I love about this deck is there are alternate meanings to the cards than what you're used to seeing. So whether or not this is a person in your life who is generous, while it is a prince, it could represent something in the maternal or the divine feminine energy. As I said, aligned with the High Priestess, it could be about the emotions, coming into those emotions and actioning towards that. It can also be about that intuition you received. And if it's a person, it's someone who's been supporting you while you've been going through this alignment with your truth, or the truth in regard, right? The truth, because justice is bringing that to you, because it's been on your mind. That Ten of Swords definitely has caused this to bring a great amount of worry, fear, concern, obsession, even with the Devil card, right? Obsession. It feels like it's just been overwhelming, but now you're coming out of it, and yes, you are taking that because the Ace of Coins is here. Beautiful energy. All right, let's get some money reading for past, present, future. As you can see, you have nines, and then you have, what was it? You have four and four. And 6 and 6, because the Devil adds up to 6. And you have ones, with justice being 11 and the Ace of Wands. So for those who love to work on their numerology, there's that new start. Endings, beginnings, love that. 10, 10, 1, 1, 1. There's that fresh new cycle starting after you've been, I don't want to say proven right. It feels, like I said, the word they gave me was justification. But if it is in the courts and it is something you have to prove, then you will have proved it. All right. Oh my gosh, guys. An offering. Okay, that's the card. Thank you. All right, thank you. Growing up, there's that mother card. Something about that divine feminine, motherly, mothers, parents of any sort that may represent that role, obviously. No, they don't want those. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, so here we go. We have, there is something unfolding for you. Work with an open mind. Consider careers in science or any job that unravels the mysteries of the universe. Apply a scientific approach to your business or financial problem. This is past energy, right, with the money and career. Mysteries of the universe with the High Priestess. Okay, so that is showing that you've been working in that modality. Growing up. Justice, you know, this motherly energy here. Time to stop. Step into your own power and stop engaging in childish qualities. Don't rely on others to help you and care for you. This mess is yours to clean up. There's the Justice card. Avoid depending on someone else's income. You have all the skills to make it on your own. Okay, so there is some money and career energy. And then for future, we have offering. The universe will meet all your needs. Yes, it will. The Ace of Coins is here. Consider having a money altar and call upon your spirit guides and angels to assist you during this time. So creating a money altar, if you're doing manifestations, obviously new moon energy during the new moon phase, or anytime you're really called to it, new moon, you work with that energy. But as you see with the midheaven, the pinnacle, the nurturing heart, the protective heart, protecting your own heart in some ways, but also with this growing up, if you've been taking care of children in some way, that can relate to you. But also when you receive your blessing, making an offer in some way, shape, or form. The universe loves that and is sharing that gift, because money's an energy. Abundance is an energy. Wow, I love this. Ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. Okay, transcending, ascending, High Priestess energy. Really very powerful for you, Aquarius. This is the love notes, angels. Wedding rings. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh my. Okay. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So again, with justice, legal, if there is contracts being signed in some way, marriage license, that would also apply. And let's see for the future. It almost seems like that should have been reversed, right? Do you have another card, Spirit? I think they may actually be... And the dragonfly. Okay. Be lighthearted. Finding out. Things coming to light. Adapt, change, and heal. What a beautiful energy. So while some of you may really be in this ascension, not only in your own self-love, self-care, others of you may be considering wedding or connected or a commitment with a partner. This is also an energy of healing. Remember the mother energy. A nurturing heart is here. So this can be in your relationships. You know, these are the love angel cards, so you apply that how that resonates for you. But I'm seeing it overall as a healing for you in the heart space. So I thank you again. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do hit that like button, and I will talk with you all soon. There's so many readings to do in December. I'm so excited. Love and blessings. Bye for now.